Things are starting to heat up now. Cesar Almeida versus Abdul Razak Alhassan. Judo Thunder, baby. Let's go. Hey, this is a really interesting matchup because if you're looking on the side of Alhassan, right? Last fight, which come on, bro. Should have been a win. Cody Brundage, the elbows, but then it was like to the back of the head and I can't compete. And listen, I'm not going to say that does not impact you and all that. We have rules for a reason, but he looked good. And you got to be mad because if you look at the last five for him, man, win against Alicio de Chirico. What happened to him? Lost to Joaquin Buckley. Win against Ribeiro, no longer in the UFC. Lost to Joe Pyfer and then no contest. He just can't get the momentum going. And the hardest problem here, man, he's like 39 years old. So time is definitely not where you want it to be for him. Cesar Almeida, who feels like he's a million years old. The man is only like 34 or something like that, 35, 37. He's younger. That's the point. And I think that his young MMA experience is just going to keep developing. Similar to an Alex Pereira, obviously, both have the kickboxing background. But the story is very simple. If you're Cesar Almeida, people are trying to do one thing to you, and they're trying to take you down. AJ, the reality is, Razak Alhassan, he can do it, bro. Pure muscle, pure tenacity. He could pick him up and he could drop him. But Almeida has surprisingly shown like really good get-ups. So my question to you, man, how many takedowns does it take for us to be like, dang, we should have bet the house on Alhassan because once he gets him down, ground and pound smash. How many takedowns will it take in a fight for you to make that kind of conclusion? Otherwise, I think if Almeida gets back up, it's over.
I would say 3, Derek. If Alhassan can get the 3, especially if they're clean, I might even go 2, right? Like if he's hitting blast doubles and just powering people into the fence and slamming them down, like then all my mind's changing. That's why one of the things that lets me down with the Cody Brundage fight, I wanted to see how Alhassan was able to either stop the takedowns from coming from Brundage or get one of his own and see that evolution that we're wanting Alhassan to be. Now, if he can do that, that'd be impressive. I'm not sure if that's going to be the best case if Almeida isn't able to get up.
Yeah, I mean, if they do get up though, right? Almeida's a higher output striker, but Alhassan can end it in one shot. I think it should be fair to say that Almeida can do the same, but with Alhassan, like literally just one overhand, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? This is what he does. He's live by the knockout, die by the knockout type of guy. Everything else though, man, if you're looking at the takedown attempts, less than 1 takedown per 15 minutes, and he has a 38% accuracy. So you can't be asking for things that fighters don't do, right? You'd be like, hey, this is the prime example. Every time, recently, right, over the last couple of fights for Justin Gaethje, would be like, but he got that wrestling in his back pocket that he never uses, and he never uses it, so it's not even a factor. Well, let's not even think about it, right? If Alhassan does keep this fight standing, again, I don't want to be a broken record right here, but what are the odds that you're giving it, man? In a pure kickboxing matchup right here, is this a landslide favorite for Cesar Almeida, or are you seeing some value here in Abdul Razak Alhassan?
No, I'm seeing some value right here, Derek, especially with the durability Alhassan presents. We've seen him in some real compromising situations, and the guy, man, he's a monster of a man. So like Alhassan is very, very durable and has a very fundamental approach to how he does things. So if he's able to lean in that fundamentalism and not get just overwhelmed and just confused by what Almeida's doing, I think he has a good shot here. I'm looking to say like a 35%, which is unfortunate because I do see if he's able to get it to the ground, that increases so exponentially.
I don't want to talk crazy right here, man, but if you look at the average fight time for Alhassan, man, it's like 6 minutes. And for Cesar Almeida, in his short career in the UFC, about 13 minutes, almost going the distance right here. When we're looking at the odds right here, plus 130 TKO prop for Cesar Almeida, but I'm kind of liking that plus 210 decision for Cesar Almeida. I give respect to Judo Thunder, man. I don't think that he's going to give this one up easy. I think you got to get him out there to get him out, if that makes sense. And the over kind of aligns with that. 1.5 rounds is simply the over minus 170, which I think you smash all day long. What do you think?
Yeah, smash all day long, Derek. I was looking at this one, especially at a 1.5 with how these guys are performing all day long. Minus 170, it makes money. And folks, get on that now because that line is growing. It used to be 150, so I'm sure there's going to be a lot of money coming in on that one.
And think about it from this too, man. If Alhassan spends the first round just trying to get Almeida down and it's get up and down and up and down, I love the odds even better. So I agree. That should be that consensus. Smash the over 1.5 on this one for sure. Not just a consensus lock on Cesar Almeida, but also on that over to entice people anymore or to entice the viewers right here. Cesar Almeida though, like, let me ask you, minus 300, did you look at that line and be like, wow, like they are giving my man respect right here. Like I thought it was a little staggering of a number, and that is not something that I pay. I'm just pure minus 300. I don't pay that. What do you think?
I don't pay that at all, Derek. I honestly expected him to be the favorite, but at like a minus 150, right? And maybe it's because we do give a lot of love to Alhassan, right? I can see how he gets things done. I'm curious how Almeida is going to be handling the power that comes back, and if minus 300, I don't know if we're going to be seeing. Well, I guess it depends on how this fight goes, but if it doesn't go well, I don't think we're going to be seeing Cesar Almeida at that kind of points again for a while.
Yeah, that's kind of my point, right? Is that you have to do something spectacular to merit that this early in your career. And Alhassan is a legitimate bona fide veteran that I think will probably make this look a lot closer than people will think. So interesting matchup right there. But the pick is Cesar Almeida.